other one as well. RC definitely been talked about as possibly best player we have in the league, so going to be fun to see him as always. And he's up against Swanbambit, who has not been performing as he would like to be. But again, looking at RC, that 79% win rate, unbelievable win percentage there. Taking us into this match, RC did just actually win a competition yesterday, an NMPZ competition, JetBlue and Rainbow, very impressively as well. RC, unbelievable. So let's see how this one goes. Swanbambit is a player at our last World Cup here, so the skill is there. It's doable. He's in this World League for a reason. Let's see what he can do up against RC.
Swanbambit's got a long road ahead of him if he wants to even qualify for the regionals. He is currently last in the league of the players who are actually still playing, because Dev and Rix have bowed out. So he's got his work cut out for him, not only in this match but in the league in general, and he's definitely feeling the pressure. Definitely feels like he has to get some wins on the board soon, because 16 points in 19 matches so far isn't quite going to be enough.
Yeah. So let's see how this one ends up going. They're off in the moving game. Here they go. Yeah, RC. Yesterday there was a JetBlue sponsored NMPZ tournament. Jake did play in that tournament.
It did.
RC did end up taking that yesterday. Was a fun one to watch. Highly recommend going back and watching that VOD if you miss any of that tournament yesterday.
No matter what tournament, what format you play, this Radu guy, he is hard to beat.
He is.
Ooh, that had info on it for Radu. I think I didn't quite see. He's looking for, I think he's scanning for a town. There's a town name on the right side of that sign, but Swanbambit. Here's Zaragoza right now. Just gonna leave it there.
Timer's gonna run out. It's gonna be Swanbambit closer on round one.
Nice start for Swanbambit. Good for the mental, that's for sure. Again, Radu's such a formidable opponent, but you gotta take it little by little and see what you can do. Senegal here. We have typical big silver car. We've got dashed outer road lines, but the question is where? Because it's never a very easy country to region guess. So we'll see what the players come up with here.
Yeah, it can be hard to region guess. You've got the lighter sand, you're, a little more commonly close to Dakar, but other than that, it can be quite difficult. RC considering near Tambacounda.
Yeah, he's got a road at a pretty decent angle there. And this is, from what we've seen, a pretty straight road, so Radu might stick with that, although Swanbambit's also found a road that looks pretty decent further to the west. Looks like they might stick with this. Swan was thinking about changing. Looks like he didn't.
Just going to be farther north of the both of them, which it makes sense why their guesses would be sort of farther down there. The redder, deeper red soil, the darker soil there is more common where they were.
Looks like Radu actually did change a little further west at the last second there. Saved him a few hundred points. But now, big country, big points. We've got an Australia here. Probably a Western Australia, I would imagine, but hard to say for sure.
Let's see here. Swan has not lost a round yet, but we're only 2 in. Let's see what can happen here. 30 seconds left. And RC has a report skeleton weed sign.
He's also got a sign with a yellow signpost. Yellow signposts are found almost exclusively in Western Australia, so that just about confirms that they'll be there. Hard to say where. It's a very rural round, but I don't imagine we'll see too much damage done with players in the right state here.
Yeah, neither player has really found anything. RC has a street sign there, but it's a tiny little street, little dirt road, so not going to be much, but RC is going to be closer.
Swanbambit, a little bit of a risk going pretty far south there. Doesn't work out for him on this occasion, but still a very, very even game. Still up for grabs for both players here.
We're gonna go into round 4. What appears to be a Sweden. Sweden can be hard to region guess at times. A lot of it looks quite similar, very flat, similar trees, similar landscape.
Just gotta find a bus stop.
That is what you need. Oh, we have a
Or a
little
road
sign
number.
there and some road numbers.
That works too.
That definitely does work too. Let's see if
Blue
RC
sign there
extends
as
the
well.
lead here. Oh yeah, blue sign.
Swan's got the road
has
too.
the E45 also. Will they be able to find it? Both players have been to Sweden for that last World Cup, at least.
Yeah, I imagine they're just scanning for the roads, or maybe they... Again, their zoom level's a little bit different from ours, but Radu... Yeah, it looks like they both have the E45 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, full hat done. They're both converging on the right town here.
Yep, they're both there. Really nice stuff. Swanbambit is going to be a little closer. It's a quick little 20 points down to RC's health. RC's going to hold a little bit of a lead here as we go into round 5.
Swan playing well so far, though.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's what
definitely.
he said. I think he has won the majority of the rounds. Just that one Australia round that took him down, but...
Yeah, I mean, every single player is in this World League for a reason. They had to qualify to get here, and they're
Just
here.
you see someone near the bottom of the table, it doesn't mean they're a bad player. It just means everyone else is also insane. That's a street name, but I don't think there's any sort of city name on that banner there. This is urban Ukraine. There we go, Sumi. Okay, Radu has the town. He'll know where that is for sure. But Swan's got the same signs. Can you see the word Sumi?
Does he? It doesn't seem like he does.
No.
Wow, he doesn't. RC in the town. 4992. 2800 damage to Swanbambit's health.
Yep. Town name was written there. And again, both players had the same sign, but again, maybe the moving experience coming in handy for Radu, knowing what to look at, where on the signs to look. And he found the town name, and he gets 3,000 points of damage.
Round 6 now. We're already on 3.5 times damage. We're getting deeper in this game. RC's got a pretty large lead now. Swan's got to make a comeback here. It's doable for sure. Let's see what they can find.
Got a Mexico here. Not an easy country to region guess. You can use the landscape, the cacti, etc. But if the players don't run into any written info, this definitely could shake things up a bit. Swan's got something, but it doesn't look like it's helpful at all. Yeah, so the players are just going to have to vibe guess this. We'll see.
Swan's in. RC a little farther north, and it is going to be a really good guess there from RC. Going to extend that lead. 872 damage. Puts Swan below 1k health. He's in the red now.
Not much health left to play with, but he's made it this far. Is this India? Hooghly. Is that? Where is that? I've heard of that. Is it northeast? It makes sense with the Latin alphabet if it would be northeast. A lot of English, but I don't know. Oh, it's Bengali. Yeah, the language is Bengali, so we're going to be in West Bengal. Hooghly, I feel like I've heard of it, so it feels like it should be findable, but I don't know. Is it far south, or I'm not sure. Swan has a sign that says Government of West Bengal, so they're both in the state, but Radu could still win this if he finds the town.
It's definitely doable. It's the kind of thing where RC finds it, it's over for Swan. Swan finds it, it won't be over for RC. But Swan will definitely deal some damage. So let's see how we go here. 5 seconds left now on the clock. RC farther north than Swan is. Swan just central West Bengal. Let's see how it goes. The time runs out. It's going to be Swan closer. He's going to deal some damage to RC's health bar. 1300.
Yeah, maybe that wasn't the city name or what. I don't know where I've heard that word before, but either way, Swanbambit with a bit more of a central hedge. Pays off for him this time. He stays alive. But now it looks like we're in Radu's home turf here, which is not what Swanbambit wants to see.
Definitely not. Swan's going to actually possibly make a quick guess here to put the pressure on. He does. He's going to go Northern Texas. RC needs to follow suit with a guess here.
In the U.S. is bold, but I don't mind it. Oh, my.
Oh, and a New Mexico. They're in neighboring states here, and RC's far west in it. He's in the right state, but Swanbambit's going to be closer. He drops the mind-blown emoji, and he deals a decent bit of damage to RC's health.
Could we see a comeback here? We've got 2 rounds left. Swanbambit hanging in there. Made a nice region guess in that round.
Could be doable.
Brazil. This is totally doable. And he's got a road number, too.
He's got a road. RC doesn't yet. Those road numbers are going to give you the state bare minimum, and then can be findable past that.
I don't know if he found the road or if he just decided he's going to send because he knows the state, but I don't think Radu has the road number.
Yeah, I don't think he does. Where's he going to guess?
Colombia?
He's going Colombia. Oh, no.
Oh, my. This is going to be a
RC.
win for Swanbambit.
Swanbambit's going to take the moving game on the blunder from RC in Colombia. There's no way.
Wow. Wow. Now, on the moving game, too, Swanbambit, it's definitely been his weakest mode. That is a huge upset. Huge.
Wow. Massive upset there. Swan taking the moving game. He's secured at least 1 point. Unbelievable stuff there. And I will say, actually, I mean, Swan, if we looked at who won each round, I think Swan overall won more rounds in that moving game.
Right, which is amazing. I mean, Swan, again, we said he's basically last in the league right now, and Radu is second. Not only that, but so far, up to this game, Radu had won 18 out of 22 moving games. Swanbambit had won 2 out of 15.
Wow.
What a result for Swanbambit there. We'll see if he can keep it up, though. Again, Radu, also one of the best no-move NPC players in the world, so absolutely capable of making the comeback here.
Yeah, definitely doable. We'll see. RC's going to be closer to start off the no move.
But my goodness, that's one of the most surprising results we've had so far in the entire league, I would say.
Agreed for sure. I think RC's going to collect himself. He's not one to get too caught up on things like that. We've seen him come back from much worse many times. He's had 2 games so far in this league, actually, where he fails to make a guess on a round and still wins the overall matchup. So we'll see what he does here. See if he can do it. Even on this with that blunder to end out the moving. We're going to go round 2. It's going to be Swan slightly closer, 26 points down to RC South. We're going to go to round 3.
Great guesses from both there on a round that didn't have any written info, just a vibe guess based off the landscape, the architecture, the pavement that we saw. Very, very impressive. This looks like, I don't know, actually, northeastern US or maybe Canada?
I like it. That's where my head was at for sure as well. I mean, definitely the US or Canada. I like Northeast. We have New Hampshire, and we have an Ontario actually here from RC, and it is Ontario. RC's going to be closer by quite a bit there. That's going to be 3,144 points of damage. Swanbambit now on the ropes.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's feeling too much pressure. Well, it never looks like he's feeling too much pressure, but yeah. If it was me and I lost a moving game that I wasn't expected to lose, I'd probably be pretty distressed about it, but he's calm, he's collected, he's playing his game.
He is. He knows one little blunder like that.
Yo,
not it
Lions
for him.
River reference?
Wait, was there?
That's where Swanbambit is clicking here.
Oh. He's kind of wrote that. Might even line up, actually. Kind of hard to tell exactly. No.
You know, whether it's right or not, I respect the guess from Swanbambit.
Yeah, he's doing it. This is your home. But it is going to be RC closer.
Uh-oh. Is that... Ooh, it's close.
Oh, 1900. Swan's on 383 health.
Mongolia, oh my.
Yeah, round 5 Mongolia, no move here. RC looking poised to win this and take us to NMPZ at this point. Will he do it right here, right now? He locks it in quick. The pressure's on Swanbambit to follow suit, and RC's just on top of it.
This guy.
I mean,
Incredible.
what in the world? That's 4,900 damage on a round 5, and it takes us to NMPZ.
I think he's angry. The moving game made him angry, and he's like, all right, no more Mr. Nice Guy. I'm just gonna plonk right on top of every location.
Just gonna guess where it is. RC kind of shaking his head. I think he's like, wow, why wasn't I playing like that in the moving game?
Right.
And now we
Definitely
go to NMPZ.
A bit frustrated with himself, no doubt about that, but he's not going to let it phase him too much. This is tough. I mean, we just see blur. Central Brazil zoom from both. Makes sense. I mean, we have a blue car, which fits for Brazil, as well as this red soil. So, yeah. I mean, I like where both players are here.
It's going to be Swan closer. It's going to be Minas Gerais. South of Swanbambit's guess. Couple hundred points there to start us off, and we're going to go to round 2.
See if the pendulum swings back in favor of Swanbambit here. Is that a Stoby pull?
I think it is.
Looks like one. Yeah.
Looks like what a Stoby pull. Those are the pulls you see in South Australia. The outer brown and the inner sort of tan beige. These pulls you get in South Australia. Stoby pulls. RC locks. Swanbambit locks.
Yep.
Quick little 3 points of damage. Takes us to round 3.
Yeah. Gotta go downtown Adelaide with that urban of an environment.
Pretty much.
Ooh, is this the end of the world highway or whatever it's called in the Yukon? Maybe not.
I do like the Yukon a lot, though. I think this is Yukon.
Okay, so they're thinking it's the one. I thought it might be the really high elevation one near the Alaska border, but it looks like maybe more towards the BC border here. Both players on the road, seeing if they can line it up.
Wow.
And Radu.
Radu lines it up. He's so close. 1.5 kilometers off the 4995.
Swan still in the lead, but it is a slim lead indeed. My first thought was Italy here. Yeah, we have solid outer lines. You see those a lot in Italy, and super flat landscape makes sense for the Po Valley. Both players again, same vibe. Go next.
Yep. But Swan is going to be a little bit closer. He's actually going to extend that lead just a little bit more. He's almost he's at over 1,000 points difference here in the points. He's has a lead by quite a bit here. It's round 5 though now, so 3 times multiplier is in effect, and it's only going to keep rising. Anyone's game here in NMPZ, no moving, panning, or zooming, one still singular image. And this is what we get. RC's thinking Portugal on this one. I like the guess.
Yeah, I also thought Portugal here. We have some sort of white buildings with orange roofs in the distance. Yep. Well played by both there.
Yeah, very well played. Some damage to add on. We're just gonna go to the next round. It's been a couple of these where the guesses are just close. And it takes us onwards. Yeah, I like that. North Max. Swanbambit, I guess in quick. RC following suit nearby.
See, maybe he's found a road angle he likes. I like the guesses near sort of San Luis Potosí, Zacatecas, Nuevo Leon. We have these cactus, not cactus, I think they're like yucca plants, but this area of Mexico in particular is absolutely full of those. So, yeah, looks like the players are going for very similar things here. Give it a wave. Come on.
You gotta wave on that. Come on, guys. The rule is... Oh, they're not gonna do it?
Oh, man.
Wow. Guys, the rule is if your pins are overlapping, you gotta wave. It's rule 1.
We should forfeit both of them for that, honestly.
I think so. I think so, realistically, right?
If Bloom was in charge, they'd be done.
They'd be
out
out.
of the league.
They'd be done. Alright, round 7 now. 4 times damage.
Canada? Or... Yeah, okay. Radu thinking Quebec. I honestly thought it could even be like prairies, like a north... like Alberta or something, but I don't know. It's just some generic kind of suburban-looking landscape. But they're both going
there.
Quebec. Wow.
Both Montreal. Really good stuff from both the players. This has actually been a close NMPZ. Very close.
It has, yeah. And not a lot of points dropped by either player. Very accurate guesses so far. Only 3 rounds to go. Can Swanbambit close out the upset here? This would be a huge result. Puerto Rico. I mean, no front plate. I like Puerto Rico with no front plate on that car, although it is kind of odd looking, but I do like Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Both players thinking it's there. Both players kind of near San Juan right now. RC farther south.
It's just not what Radu needs if he wants to get these points back. Although it's so close, it really could go to either player here. But
yeah. Oh wow, it's gonna be kind of in between them. RC slightly closer, 81 points. This is really anyone's game, guys. We're going to round 9. There's only 2 rounds left now. Both players in the green on health here. It's a 5 times multiplier, so anything could happen. But we have coast here. What appears to be in Nigeria, I would guess.
Yeah.
Oh, is it, or is it India?
Wait.
I can't see the language. I can't read anything.
It might be India. I can't read
India.
Okay, very well either.
I didn't read any of the language.
One of the words almost looks French to me. Yeah, it's really hard for us to see, but we have coast to the south, which definitely makes this a little bit more interesting, because I don't really know. I mean, who knows, but yeah, I mean, it's a big country, so big points on offer here.
Yeah.
They're zoomed in on the same beach, by the way.
Wow.
Is Radu going to go for it?
Oh, let's see.
Because his pin is not there right now. No, he's going to leave it where it was.
He's going to leave it where it is. Who's going to have it, if any? Let's see. Timer runs out. Swan is on it, and RC was zoomed in on that too. That's 3,900 points of damage. RC is on 599 health. Swan is looking poised to win this. This is our last round. This is round 10. With a 5.5 times multiplier, it could be doable for RC, but it's going to be really hard to do. We're on in Argentina. The country is definitely big enough.
Going for Buenos Aires. Swan, he's going Santa Fe. I don't know if it's enough separation.
Wow, RC's on it. 5.5 times damage.
It's close. Oh my god.
It's gonna be
wow.
within a 100-point game in the end, and Swan, having little less than 100 points more, actually is going to win the game.
Unbelievable.